Welcome to another NASCAR Heat 3 update video, everybody, where today I'm going to let you guys know about every single thing we now know that we have discovered from tweets from Sean Wilson, Ed Martin, and just official reports and statements by 704 Games. No spin here, just going to give you guys what we know so far. So, before anyone goes out there and tells you that victory burnouts are a definite thing, they are not confirmed yet. They said they are working on them, but they can't confirm it. They have no word saying they will definitely be in the game. So, burnouts not confirmed yet, but something that could potentially be in NASCAR Heat 3. Second, the career mode, as reiterated from the trailer, is definitely a huge focus here for NASCAR Heat 3. They have confirmed this over and over and over again, which is great. But on top of that, physics. The physics are being tweaked for multiple tracks. Pretty much every track except the restrictor plates are being tweaked, edited, and updated to be a little bit more realistic. And they also said that the physics model for the truck, Xfinity, and Cup cars have all been modified, tweaked to be a little bit more accurate. New engine sounds are coming as well, so we're going to get some more realistic engine sounds, which is absolutely so important, if you ask me. But my opinion, I mean, it's what gives you that realistic feel of the game. Graphics are also being improved, as they have stated, but they said there's just been a lot of coding issues they've had to overcome to really get done what a lot of people are asking. So apparently burnouts have been a bit of a difficulty, things like that. They said they've also improved the tire wear and fuel wear, and how it affects the car has been improved for NASCAR Heat 3. They claim the dirt physics have also been improved, which is great if you ask me. I mean, it's definitely something important that we have needed, is some better dirt physics. They've tweaked the textures at some tracks, like Eldora has been updated. It has a completely different dirt texture now to attempt to make it look a little bit more realistic, which is pretty good if you ask me. I mean, every improvement counts, every improvement's great, so I am pretty excited about that. So that's what we got so far, is graphics, career mode, and physics being improved. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. They also claimed, as you saw in the trailer, there's going to be a much more in-depth experience with stories before the race to let you know who's doing great and who's not, and things like that. So lots of cool things coming. Now here's some extra new stuff we know about as well. There'll also be difficulty tweaks to the AI this year, making them a little bit more difficult. As many of you have seen, racing on the 105 speed rating, you can pretty much accomplish whatever you want. Honestly, I mean, not overly difficult. It's a challenge, but not enough. Like, it's too easy to be the best on 105 speed rating. So they have tweaked the difficulty to give you a real challenge across the board. I believe they've tweaked the auto AI too, if that's something you like using, is the auto mode. That is also being tweaked to make it a little bit more realistic. So difficulty has been adjusted, fixed, so that is great news. Another cool thing they're adding, which I think is pretty cool. Now, we're not getting caution replays this year. Don't listen to what other people might tell you. Caution replays are not confirmed. They said they've had issues with them. They probably won't be in the game. But what we are getting is a highlight reel after the race, which used to be in like games like NASCAR 2005 and some of the EA games. They had a highlight reel after the race, and that's not only based on you. It's just taking out cool moments from the entire race and throwing them into a quick reel after the race for you to look at, and you can kind of see the highlights of your race, which I think is a pretty cool thing to add. I'll like it in my NASCAR Heat 3 career mode series. I can throw that at the end of the videos. Now here's the highlight of the race and whatever. So that's going to be a cool thing. I'm glad they're adding that. So that's two more new features we have received that are confirmed to be coming into NASCAR Heat 3. Another thing, before anyone tells you otherwise, there will not be day-to-night transitions, but what they have said is in day-to-night transition races, they have chosen the best-looking time available for the race. So a lot of them take time at like dusk and eve, you know, like the end of the day where the sun's like almost set and the clouds and everything. Because you know, if you saw the pictures in the NASCAR Heat 3 trailer, they've updated the sky. I know it sounds so stupid, but as far as graphics go, the sky's looking a lot better. But the lighting system also. So they've chosen the best times that'll make the game look the best for those races where the time really dictates a lot of how the track looks, like when they start in the day and end of the night. The races like the Coke 0400, which starts at day, kind of, that one will obviously stay at night because it's known as a night race. But races that end a little bit at night, like they just kind of go into the night, those ones might take like a sunset, dusky theme that looks really good in the game. So they're claiming that they're just choosing the ones that are going to look the best, which is pretty cool. I'm all for the graphics looking a lot better. NASCAR Heat 3 also, no matter what you hear, on consoles will not achieve 60 FPS this year. They said it was something they aimed for, but ultimately it just wasn't happening on the consoles, but the game is said to run a lot smoother and better. But if you're playing on Xbox One or PS4, you're going to be looking at 30 FPS, which isn't the end of the world. It's still very well playable, and it seems like they're making attempts for the FPS to not drop down to 10 FPS during Rex and stuff. So unfortunately, no 60 FPS on consoles, but likewise, I mean, we're still going to see 30 FPS in a much more playable game, so not too big of a deal, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that too. They did confirm that 60 FPS is not coming to the consoles. The improvement we have is the pit logic has been improved. I think if you've seen my Daytona videos and many race videos, not from only me, people like Jeff Favignano, he had this issue in his NASCAR Heat 2 Daytona race. The AI will pit at the end of stages or the end of the race with 1 lap to go, and they just do a bunch of dumb pit strategies, and they'll throw away the race. There was a truck series in the NASCAR Heat 2 2018 season schedule series I do on my channel where we won the race by a lap because they stupidly pitted at the dumbest time. They should have just pitted at this end of the stage, and they instead pitted 2 laps later. And I pitted on the stage, so I lapped them all down and won the race by a lap eventually. Like that sort of thing. So pit strategy has been improved, so that's a great thing. I'm super happy about that. I can't wait to see how much it's been improved, but I hope it gives a much more authentic experience. And another thing that has been denied, which is not too big of a deal. It's a difficult thing to get in. Eventually, I'm sure they'll bring it in, but there is still no damage online, so don't let anyone tell you that there is. Online damage will not come in NASCAR Heat 3, unfortunately. I'm sure it's something they're working on, just like day-to-night transitions and, you know, a bunch of different features like that. There are things they want to add, but they just didn't get to do it this year. They said they didn't want to waste time focusing on these features before they mastered other parts of the game. So potentially for NASCAR Heat 4, whatever they call the next game, they might get a lot of these features in, but keep in mind, it did take EA like 10 years to get to the games that people liked. And honestly, I didn't even like EA's newer games that much. Their restrictor plate tracks became unrealistic, and a lot of the racing just kind of went downhill. So be patient with these guys. They're trying their best, and they're gonna nail it down eventually. But ultimately, no online damage in the pit, but pit judgment and the brains of the people and the AI with pitting has been improved, which is awesome because they were so stupid last year, which is so annoying sometimes. And a small little thing, but apparently they claim the music is going to be a lot better this year, and we have 18 tracks in the game. So there's going to be 18 songs playing for everyone who doesn't do YouTube and can play the music while they play the game. I have to start it off personally because YouTube flags you for it, but it is going to be there for those of you who play the game normally. So that's some good stuff for you as well. New soundtracks, so more music and better engine sounds. So that should be great. Another thing, the spotter has been improved, apparently, they claim. He's going to be a little bit better from last year. They are improving everything with it and trying to make him be a little bit more informative. I'm someone who likes to race from the cockpit. It can be a little bit difficult when the spotter doesn't let you know about someone, but Sean Wilson was saying that while beta testing the game, his spotter said 3 wide and many new things many times, and he was able to run the high line. So it seems like spotter and physics really have been improved, so I'm very excited for that. And 2 more things there will not be. We will not receive rain on the tracks this year, which is not a big deal. I can't remember when a NASCAR game ever did that, so if they do eventually add it, that's awesome. There will not be any red flags in NASCAR Heat 3 either, so that will be another feature we're going to be unfortunately missing. But I think it's made up for a lot in a lot of the new features they're bringing into the game, so I'm not too bummed out about it. Should be perfectly fine. Anyways, guys, that is the no-spin update for NASCAR Heat 3. That is everything we know as of today. As we get more news, I'll be sure to upload it. So, I'm sorry there isn't any footage in this, but there is no new footage or screenshots we've received, so I'm just letting you guys know what I've heard from the developers at 704 Games. Sure, leave a like, rating, and subscribe below, and click that notification bell if you've not done so already. This is a NASCAR racing channel, so if you like NASCAR and you like racing, you will enjoy this channel, especially if you're excited about NASCAR Heat 3. I've been covering all of it first, and I've been doing my best at it. Before we got any details, I gave you ideas of what could happen, and when the game came out, I think I gave you guys the best analysis of the trailer and took it all apart for everyone, so I really appreciate support. We crossed 1,300 subscribers, lost a couple because YouTube kicks off unactive subscribers occasionally, but that makes it all more important for you guys. Be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be a NASCAR Heat 3 update video or our Sprint Car Dirt Racing series, and until next time.